They got me. I wasn't expecting that. It was emotional, really, really special.
I wanted to be remembered as a player that didn't waste a moment, but did everything he could to try to overachieve.
I've just been extremely fortunate to be able to play the game that I love and be in the NBA for more than half my life.
Hey guys, so you probably heard the recent tragic news about the passing of Kobe Bryant, who was one of the best basketball players of all time and just a huge influencer in the United States, even among non-basketball fans such as myself. Our entire team really admired him as someone who was really hardworking and immensely prolific, and truly just an example of what is possible when you refuse to give up on your dreams. And so we thought that it would be appropriate to bring you a lesson featuring him this week. And Kobe had recently retired from basketball and was just starting a new phase of his life. And so the lesson that we chose from you is actually directly related to this. It comes from an Oscar-winning short film that he actually wrote and narrated called Dear Basketball. I think that we can all just learn a lot from this, not just about English, but also about life. So let's have a listen and learn to understand 100%.
Dear Basketball. From the moment I started rolling my dad's tube socks and shooting imaginary game-winning shots in the Great Western Forum, I knew one thing was real. I fell in love with you. A love so deep, I gave you my all. From my mind and body to my spirit and soul. As a 6-year-old boy, deeply in love with you, I never saw the end of the tunnel. I only saw myself running out of one. And so I ran. I ran up and down every court after every loose ball for you. You asked for my hustle. I gave you my heart. Because it came with so much more. I played through the sweat and the hurt. Not because challenge called me, but because you called me. I did everything for you. Because that's what you do when someone makes you feel as alive as you've made me feel. You gave a 6-year-old boy his Laker dream. And I'll always love you for it. But I can't love you obsessively for much longer. This season is all I have left to give. My heart can take the pounding. My mind can handle the grind. But my body knows it's time to say goodbye. And that's okay. I'm ready to let you go. I want you to know now, so we both can savor every moment we have left together. The good and the bad. We have given each other all that we have. And we both know, no matter what I do next, I'll always be that kid with the rolled up socks, garbage can in the corner, 5 seconds on the clock, ball in my hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Love you always, Kobe.
Alright, so before we get into learning with this film, I just wanted to let you know that every single week we make fun lessons just like this one so that you can learn to understand fast-speaking natives without getting lost, without missing the jokes, and without subtitles. So just hit the subscribe button and the bell down below so you don't miss a single one of our new lessons.
From the moment I started rolling my dad's tube socks and shooting imaginary game-winning shots in the Great Western Forum.
Kobe narrates the beginning of his love for basketball. Whether it's learning a language, playing sports, or any other walk of life, you start by playing innocently, and then it becomes a passion. As a kid, his passion began by playing around with his dad's socks, which he had rolled up into the form of a ball. To roll, or to roll something up, is to form something into the shape of a ball or a tube, as in this Big Bang Theory example.
Hey, we're going to roll up this newspaper
And shooting imaginary game-winning shots in the Great Western Forum.
In basketball, to shoot is to throw the ball towards the basket. The noun for this action is shot. If you make a shot, you successfully score by putting the ball through the hoop. In basketball, you have 2-point shots and 3-point shots, also called 2-pointers or 3-pointers respectively.
Over the defense and scores.
A big part of Kobe's athletic greatness was his talent for clutch shots. Those are the shots that are scored at the final moments of a game and that decide if your team wins. In other words, and as he says, it's a game-winning shot.
Bryant with the save.
Oh, you gotta get a shot here.
Final seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang! As Kobe Bryant at the buzzer in overtime gets the win for Los Angeles.
He mentions the Great Western Forum. This was the stadium home to Kobe Bryant's team, the Los Angeles Lakers, from 1967 to 1999.
A love so deep, I gave you my all. From my mind and body to my spirit and soul.
If you give your all or put your all into something, you make the maximum effort possible.
Oh, no, it is. But I decided instead of complaining about it, I'm just going to go in every day and give it my all.
Kobe made basketball his life devotion, meaning it was all that he thought about and worked for. That's the point he's trying to express by saying he gave his mind, body, and soul. There's an expression similar to this idea, to put your heart and soul into something, which also means to give it your all, but it's much stronger.
I know what it's like to put your heart and soul into something and get nothing out of it.
You mean your acting career?
As a 6-year-old boy, deeply in love with you.
We say deep or deeply to mean that what we're communicating is complete, extreme, or strongly felt. To be deeply in love is a very common collocation. Here are some other ways in which you'll hear people use it.
I thought about the things you said to me yesterday, and I realized I'm deeply offended.
It hurt me deeply.
I've always been deeply passionate about nature. Perhaps you remember Neuterfest?
I'll never forget your wedding.
I care deeply for nature.
You're wearing ostrich skin boots.
I never saw the end of the tunnel. I only saw myself running out of one.
Kobe is speaking metaphorically here. By saying that he didn't see the end of the tunnel, he is saying that he didn't see some end goal. Rather, he simply loved being in the moment, playing the sport. So he then makes it literal. He says he only saw himself running out of a tunnel. By this, he probably is referring to the tunnel that players run out of when they enter the court. So we can see in these last couple of sentences, his goal and passion was the mastery. That is, being the best he could be playing basketball, and not all the fame and achievement it brought him as a consequence.
You know, what we try to do is we try to teach the kids what excellence looks like, right? And it's not that, you know, some of them may want to play in the WNBA, some of them may not, right? But we try to give them a foundation of the amount of work and preparation that it takes to be excellent in whatever it is that you choose to do.
I ran up and down every court after every loose ball for you.
Court is the name of the area made for basketball. We also use this word to refer to the area you play tennis or volleyball, among other sports. If you think of soccer, you say field or pitch. Also, a loose ball is a ball that is in no one's hands. Kobe ran after a loose ball, meaning he ran towards the direction of the ball to hold it and make a play with it. Here is another similar use of this adjective. A tiger escaped from the zoo and is on the loose.
You asked for my hustle. I gave you my heart.
As used in this sentence, hustle refers to hard work. When we talk about someone's hustle or someone hustling to do something, we're saying that they're making a big effort to get something done. For example, you could hustle at work to get a promotion. Let's also check out these two examples related to sports.
Can I get some hustle?
Come on.
Defense, put your hands up.
Huddle up, boys! Let's go, hustle! Do you know what hustle means, 10?
I played through the sweat and the hurt.
You might be familiar with some of the basic sense of the preposition through, as in to pass through a tunnel. This word has other interesting uses too. As Kobe meant it here, it means to endure or tolerate something difficult. By playing through the sweat and hurt, he means that he continued playing even when he felt exhausted or when his body hurt. A common collocation is get through something.
We just have to get through the first 24 hours. After that, it's a cakewalk.
A more common collocation is go through something.
Look, I know it was stupid, but you have to understand, back then I was still really upset about the breakup. I was going through my mourning period.
Not because Challenge called me, but because you called me.
This is an interesting use of the verb call. By Challenge called me, he means that there was a strong attraction for him to accept a challenge. We sometimes talk about a call to adventure, which is something that makes you excited to start doing something. Another similar use is in the phrase, my calling in life. Your calling is the mission you're destined to accomplish, what you see as your ultimate purpose. Kobe Bryant's calling in life was basketball. Which of these are similar to calling?
But I can't love you obsessively for much longer. This season is all I have left to give.
In his last game, Kobe had a legendary performance, scoring 60 points and carrying his team to victory.
The Lakers down one. Will Kobe give them one last gamer? Bryant on the move with the jumper. He got it! 58 points! And the Lakers lead!
Here he shares some thoughts on his last game.
Congratulations on what a final game that was.
Thank you.
You could not have, dreamed of anything like that, right?
No, for sure. I mean, it was, I couldn't believe that it actually happened, that this moment was actually here.
You must have been emotional when you woke up that day, right?
No, I was pretty calm because it doesn't really dawn on you. Then when I walked in the arena and you can kind of feel the electricity.
Yeah.
You just kind of start getting a little nostalgic.
Yeah.
And then you realize everybody's here to watch this final game. Don't suck.
Yeah, yeah.
My heart can take the pounding.
Pounding refers to your heart's beat. You say your heart pounds when you're extremely excited, nervous, or scared about something.
When we encounter danger, our hearts start pounding. Our palms start to sweat. These are the signs of the physical and emotional state we call fear.
Here, Sheldon very vividly describes his fear of public speaking.
I was valedictorian and expected to give an address. Even now, I can remember that moment when I walked up to the podium and looked out at the crowd. There must have been thousands of people. My heart started pounding in my chest. I began to hyperventilate. My vision became blurry, and before I knew it, oh dear.
Here, there's a more romantic type of pounding from Howard, but Penny is having none of it.
My mind can handle the grind, but my body knows it's time to say goodbye.
Though these are poetic words, Kobe is saying that he still has the heart and mental strength to keep playing. However, he's getting older and cannot keep playing as well as he used to. Grind refers to the daily work, effort, and dedication one puts into his work. You might use grind to refer to your job or school studies. It is often collocated as the daily grind. This word generally refers to the negative, boring aspects of work. If you can handle the grind, you persevere through the difficult, repetitive parts. You can do it without giving up.
I want you to know now, so we both can savor every moment we have left together.
To savor is similar to taste, but when you savor a piece of food, you take a moment to really enjoy its taste.
Okay, so she said she wants to slow things down. It's like saying, I'm really enjoying this meal. I'm going to slow down and savor it.
And in a metaphorical sense, you can savor a moment.
This is my first day off in decades, and I'm going to savor it.
No matter what I do next, I'll always be that kid with the rolled up socks, garbage can in the corner, 5 seconds on the clock, ball in my hands.
Kobe finishes his story back where it all began. Him being a kid playing with a ball, throwing the rolled up balls into a garbage can like we all do. So this is actually the first lesson we've ever made teaching you English with an athlete. So if you would like to see more lessons with your favorite sports stars, let us know by giving a like down below. Now let's watch Kobe's short film again and answer some quiz questions.
A 1-point game. Bryant for the win.
Dear basketball. From the moment I started rolling my dad's tube socks and shooting imaginary game-winning shots in the Great Western Forum, I knew one thing was real. I fell in love with you. A love so deep, I gave you my all. From my mind and body to my spirit and soul. As a 6-year-old boy, deeply in love with you, I never saw the end of the tunnel. I only saw myself running out of one. And so I ran. I ran up and down every court after every loose ball for you. You asked for my hustle. I gave you my heart. Because it came with so much more. I played through the sweat and the hurt. Not because challenge called me, but because you called me. did everything for you. Because that's what you do when someone makes you feel as alive as you've made me feel. You gave a 6-year-old boy his Laker dream. And I'll always love you for it. But I can't love you obsessively for much longer. This season is all I have left to give. My heart can take the pounding. My mind can handle the grind. But my body knows it's time to say goodbye. And that's okay. I'm ready to let you go. I want you to know now, so we both can savor every moment we have left together. The good and the bad. We have given each other all that we have. And we both know, no matter what I do next, I'll always be that kid with the rolled up socks, garbage can in the corner, 5 seconds on the clock, ball in my hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Love you always, Kobe.
So I just wanted to take this as an opportunity to let you know that I really appreciate every single one of you watching this video, all of our subscribers, each one of you that takes the time to actually send me a comment or a note of support. Even if I'm not able to answer all of them, really, I want to thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this special kind of lesson today and that you'll take Kobe's words as a call to action to live your best life, to enjoy every moment, and to never give up on your dreams. Now it's time to go beyond the classroom and live your English. Oh yeah.